Hi guys, welcome back to Pink K-Pop Academy. Today we are doing Dazzle Dazzle by Weki Meki. So let's take a look at the choreo.
Come on, dazzle me.
Alright guys, so as you just saw in that clip, there's a lot of this. And what that is doing is it's using so many different muscles in your abs and in your upper legs. So before you even start this tutorial, really you should go and do your stretching and your warm-ups if you haven't already done them. Now if you're new or if you still need a bit of help with those, there are video links in the description box so you guys have something to follow along with, okay? So for now, let's get started. So we are starting with the arms, okay? I don't want you to worry too much about the legs. We're just going to face to the side a little bit so our body is diagonal. And you're making this shape with your arm where it's dipping down in the middle at the elbow, okay? And this is a fixed shape. So the arm is going to stay the same shape the whole time. You're just bringing it down and back up, okay? So good workout there for the upper arms, okay? But they're not moving. So as we bring the foot into it, the temptation is going to be to slap the hands down. So I want you to keep that straight, not straight, rather bent shape in the arms and just keep going straight back, okay? So your elbows are pulling back. Lots of nice workout happening up here, okay? So the other thing I don't want to see is that as you start going, the hands don't quite make it all the way back up, okay? So they're starting at shoulder height and they're coming all the way back to the hips, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, shoulder, hip, okay? So we're moving like that, okay? All right, so the foot is nice and easy. The foot comes up when the hands come up, and the foot drops when the hands drop. How your weight is going to move here is right now your weight is on your right hip, okay? As you step down, the weight's going to come forward into the left hip, so this knee is going to be bent a little bit, okay? So you're just coming forward and forward. Now, we're not like thrusting forward, this isn't 80s, okay? It's more of the weight is coming to out of the side a little bit, but what I don't want to happen is for you to get twisting, okay? We don't want twisting happening, it's just straight forward, okay? So how about we try those? There's two of them, okay? So let's go. 3, 4, 1, 2, okay? Just a little tap, let's go. 3, 4, 1, 2, okay? Give me one more. 3, 4, and 1, 2, okay. So now from here, what you're gonna do for me is a little jump onto not even a jump, it's more of a hop on the left foot, okay? So you're getting all of the weight nice and steady on the left foot and the right foot goes back. Now, when you're actually doing this, you don't have to like lift the leg all the way up. You can even have them both on the ground if it's easier for you, or you can do a little lift. They all lift in different amounts themselves within the group, so you don't have to worry about that, okay? So, whoop is here, and we're just gonna hop it out, okay? Now, the hands, to make the shape look pretty, of course, we can't just have the hands hanging out. So this hand is going behind your head. This is your left hand, sorry. Your left hand is going behind your head and your right arm is going to elongate out with the leg, okay? Just to make that shape look really long and pretty, okay? So we were here. Let's try that jump. 3, 4, okay? And then you're just going to bring the hands up, across. It doesn't matter which way they're crossed as long as they're crossed. Okay, and the knee is going to come up. Okay, so we'll do that for me. 3, 4, 1, 2. Now, as we come up from here, you're going to actually hop it a little bit, or at least you're going to twist on the left foot, on the toes, so that you're now facing the front. And when you bring the hands down, you're now facing this way. Okay, so we've gone 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're going all the way around from one side to the other side as we do that. Okay, let's do that nice and slow. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and the reason we're now facing this way is because we're going to do the same thing again, same move but facing the other direction. Okay, so let's try that. Whoop, here we go. 3, 4. 1, 2. Same jump, out. And the same thing again, but this time you're not going to turn. You're just going to stay on the spot and down. Okay, so we're not turning back this time. We're just staying this way. Okay, let's take it from the very beginning, nice and slow. Here we go. 3, 4. 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 1 and 2. Okay, now one thing, just a little note that's really important is that when you're bringing these hands up, get them nice and high, okay? We don't want them to end up down here because it's a really important part of the impact of the move that the hands come up and down along with the leg as well, okay? So let's give that a go from the start again. 3, 4, 1, 2, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 1 and 2. Okay, so from here, what you're going to do is as soon as those hands come down, you're going to bounce them straight back up, and this left hip is coming up with it. Whoop, up nice and high, like we do in our warm-ups. Whoop, nice and high. So you're on the toe here for me. Up, the leg is straight, the hip is up, and the two hands are in front. So your left hand is a little bit higher than the right, okay? So that's bouncing straight up. We come down, 1 and straight back up, okay? So how about we try that from here? So with the long jump, okay? 3, 4, 1 and 2 and okay. So this is the last move, and then we're going to go back to the start for a second. You're going to flick the left hand down, flip the right hand down, flip the right hand up, flip the left hand up, flip the left hand down, flip the right hand down again. Okay, so it comes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, try that. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. One more time. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now, the only way to make sure that you're going to get these in the right order or the right way is if you just muscle memory practice them a little bit so that you don't have to think about them. Because trying to think about a little detail like that, it's very difficult to do when it's sped up and when you're trying to think of everything else as well. So just take a couple of minutes to just go over that if you need to before we move on. Okay, the hips are moving a little bit. So they were up at the start. As you drop the first two down, the hip is going to come down, and then it's going to come back up, and then it's going to go down. So it's matching the hands. It's going down with the hands, and then back up with the hands, and back down with the hands, okay? All right, let's go back to the very beginning again. Whoop, so remember, hands are at shoulder height, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and dazzle me, dazzle me. Okay, do that one more time, and then we'll move on. So here we go again. 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, and 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2, and dazzle me, dazzle me. Okay, and then we have boy. So you're going to, the left hand is on the top right now, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to swing them around, and you want to get them really nice and long to make this really nice and pretty, okay? All the way around, and then they're going to come facing like this, okay? 3, 4, and in the center, okay? Give me one more. 3, 4, okay, now we have a foot that's going to go with that. So your right leg at the moment should be not holding too much of the weight. The weight is going to be already on the left leg. So all you're going to do, forget the hands for a second, is come properly up onto that left leg so you can lift the right leg and get to the front, okay? Here we go, forget the hands, 3, 4. Okay, I know it's difficult to balance. We got this, 3, 4, up, okay? Now with the hands, 3, 4, up, okay? And this is that fun little thing that I mentioned earlier. So you're going to forget the leg for a second, flick the hands open, bring them to center, flick the hands open, bring them the other way, flick the hands open. Okay, so right now, right is on top to begin with, flick, center, flick, left, flick, okay? And what your hip is doing is, your hip is going to lift and drop, and lift and drop, and this is going to bring your heel in and out as well. So you're starting center, And then the heel comes to your thigh, center, over. Okay, like that. So, try to keep some tension in the leg as you're doing this because we don't want it to get too floppy and side to side. So just a little bit to control flop. It's controlled flop here we got going on. All right, so we're up and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the flick and the in happen at the same time. And flick and flick. All right, let's take that from the very beginning. And then how about we get to music and see how that's all coming together. All right, let's go. 3, 4. 1, 2. 1 and 2. 1, 2. 1 and 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to try that with the music. We'll go 60, 70, 80 so you guys have a chance to pick it up at your own speed. And then we'll move on to the next bit. Okay, let's go. 3, 4. One more. 3, 4. All right. 3, 4. One more. 3. Alright, good job guys, well done on your first run through of that part. I know the balance is probably still a little bit difficult, but once we build the momentum and we can keep moving, it'll be easier to keep your balance, okay? So, we left it here, I think. So, what we're going to do now, forget the leg for a second, is there's a nice big beat, and I'm telling you about that because we kind of have to wait for it a little bit, because I don't want you to go too early on this, okay? But what we're going to do, forgetting about the legs for a second, is just swoop the hands over, okay? So your left hand is coming down, right hand is coming up, okay? And leave the hand like bent a little bit because it makes the shape nicer, okay? 3, 4, okay? Now we were up here, okay? So all we're going to do is step right a little bit to give us a little bit of a swoop. You don't have to go very far, you don't even have to you don't have to do a big slide, just a little step is fine. And just drag this foot a little bit, because when we drag it, it makes it look like a slide, even if we're not really going anywhere, okay? 3, 4, swoop, okay. Now, you're going to drop down onto the left, okay? So step down, onto the left, and then center, and then right, okay? And what's happening with your hand is, as you drop onto the left, it's like you're tapping your shoulder or into your left ear, if you want, and then the head, and then the other shoulder, okay? So we're going 1, 2, 3 as we go with the hips. So 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, okay? Now, remember when we drop the hips, as we do in our practices, the shoulders are coming back and the shoulders have to match as well. So if this hip is lifted or leaning, this shoulder is lifted as well, okay, to create that diagonal. And the same, when we're in the center, both our back hips and shoulders are back. And on this side, again, we've got that little bit of a lean going, okay, just to make the shapes really, really pretty. Keep that in mind. All right, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's pretty quick, but we can do it. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Give me one more. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Give me that with the flick. 3, 4. Step. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're going to get to be kind of cute for a minute. So our hands are going. So the right arm is dead straight down and the left arm is making a little fist up, and swap it over to the other way. Okay, and to make this super cute, we're going to do a little like kick up. Okay, so your right leg is going first, whoop, it just goes up, and then we're going to swap it over, whoop, to the other side. Okay, 3, 4, 1, 2. So you get a little bounce there in the center as well, just to make it extra cute and bouncy. Okay, we were here. 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, give me that one more time from here. 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, now we're going to come down from here, and as we come down, what you're going to do is you're going to step with the left, and you're going to flick your head with the right hand. Okay, so flick the head to the left. Whoop. Okay, and then you're going to bring the right hand down, and it's going to come across and push like it's pushing this way. Okay, and you're going to push the hip with it. Push, and then you're going to swap over, and the left hand is going to push across the chest, and then the right hand is going to come back over, and you're going to drop. Okay, and bring the hand behind the head and drop. All right, so that for me again. We're up here. 3, 4. We're going to flick and push hips and push chest and hand over the head, drop the hip. Okay, now this is where those abs are really going to start to feel it, especially when we speed up. You're going to find this part gets you out of breath faster because your chest is moving so much that your lungs are kind of under a little bit of stress from all the moving around, all right? So, here we go. 3, 4, flick, push, push, down. Okay, as we drop it down, we're going to take it to the other side very slowly. And bring it around. All right, okay, let's go from here one more time for me, okay? So we were up here. Woo. Here we go. 3, 4. Slide. Down, 2, 3. Jump, jump. Flick. Push hips, push chest. Drop down, bring it around for me. Okay. As we hit around here, the line is going dazzle me, okay? So we're going dazzle me. Okay, so we've got those same hands as earlier, and we're going dazzle me boy, okay? So we've done the first dazzle me. So the first time we did this, there was 3 dazzle me boy. So we're taking the first one here, dazzle me, and we're going to lift up, bring it over, and drop back down onto the left. And as we do that, we're going down, down, up, up, okay? So there was 6 the first time, there's only 4 this time. 3, 4, down, down, up, up. Okay, give me one more time. It's same left, right, right, left as earlier. 3, 4, down, down, up, up. Pull back the elbows, move the hips to the right side. And then you're gonna, the hands in this big circle. You don't have to clap them. You can just pass them across each other. But, so bring the elbows back, bring the hip to the right, and cross the arms over, a nice big semicircle, and up like that, and keep them up nice and high because it looks nice and pretty up there, okay? And we're gonna, as we make this big circle, we're going back to the left. We're also gonna kick the right leg. Okay, 1, 2. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're back up, yeah. This is really quick, and it's just, we're only doing this so that we can do this, okay? So this isn't really a full beat by itself, it's an and. Okay, 3, 4, and all right, so where we are, we're here. Let's do it nice and slow. 3, 4. So 1, 1, and 2. Kick, kick. Head, hips, chest, head. Me, dazzle, me. But okay. So now a couple of little details here on these. When you're lifting these up, we want the chest to come back and the hips to go back and the head goes up nice and high because this is pretty and cute and adorable. So up and up. The same thing over here. The hips are back, the shoulders are back, the head's nice and high. And as you go for me, I want you to flick the hands up and flick the head up as well for some extra drama before we go into these, okay? So I'm going to get the music now. We're going to go from the start up to that point all together. Again, we're going 60, 70, 80, and then we'll move on to the next bit, okay? Let's go. Do it again. Guys, well done on practicing that. Now remember, if you need to go over it as many times as you need at whatever speed you need, okay? This is your time to learn your way. I'm just here to show you what the moves are, okay? So if you're ready, let's move on to the next bit. All right, so we finished with our hands up in the air somewhere and our foot kicking, okay? You're gonna just bring the foot down and we're gonna just do the legs for a second. So you're gonna step out on the left foot, bring everything over to the left. Then you're going to bring the right foot in front and pop the hip, okay? Now this might be a little bit uncomfortable because what you're probably going to end up with is your feet like this as you're popping the hip at first because of the way you've just stepped. So we're stepping out, bring it to the side, and this step is so quick that you may not have time to move it. So as you're stepping on the right, that's the time to move that foot in, okay? So there's not an extra step, you just got to move it on the go, okay? It's a quick move. So just the feet again. Here we go. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is very similar to what we did in Wannabe. Okay, it's the same type of move. You're just stepping, the leg straightens, and the hip pops up. Okay. So the hands are. So pull in. This is bebe, and then you're gonna push both hands forward. Come on. And then you're going to put both hands up like this and dazzle me is what we're doing, okay? So 3, 4, baby, come on, dazzle me. Okay, give me that one more time. It's really quick when we get to it, so let's get it right now, okay? 3, 4, baby, come on, dazzle me. Okay, now what we're going to do here is you're going to just lift up onto that right foot, bring the feet together and put the hands straight down here, okay? So the hands were here already, so you're just going to go all the way up and down, okay? And we need that little jump there. Boom, okay? As you come down, or just after you've come down, you literally bounce as you hit and lift this leg straight up, okay? It doesn't have to be like super high, but just a little bit up, okay? Dazzle me, boom, okay? Straight away. It's almost like the bounce is causing the leg to go outwards as you land it, okay? And you're going to look over to the right for me to do this, okay? So here we are, dazzle me, and bounce, and it goes in again. And then you're going to, as it comes back in, you're going to bounce the hands up. So again, we've got a little impact bounce in the center, okay? Here we go, dazzle me, and bounce, bounce. Okay, and it's the same leg twice, a little bit unusual. Usually the body likes to balance left and right, so watch that. It's left, left again. All right, okay, here we go. Dazzle me, and bounce, bounce. Okay, and you're looking forward for the second one. Okay, let me recenter just so it's easier for you guys to see. Okay, dazzle me, and bounce, bounce. Okay, and this move is really fun. Okay, so just the legs, you're going to kick to the other side, kick back, and then bring it down, okay? So this leg's already up. 3, 4, 1, and 2. Yeah? Give me that one more time. 3, 4, 1, and 2. Okay. The hands are up. The hands are just going to go with it, okay? So the right hand goes to the right, and then it goes to the left with the left leg, and then it goes down to the side as you bring that leg down, okay? So it's side, side, down. Okay, give me that one more time. 3, 4, side, side, down. Okay, so how about we try from here again? Dazzle me. 3, 4. Dazzle me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, try that one more time. I know it's a little bit tricky. 3, 4. Dazzle me. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. We're going to move on a little bit so we can keep practicing. You're going to switch the hands. Again, we've got that bent hand as we swap over. Okay, switch the hands over. You're going to bring the right foot behind. Whoop. Okay. As you do this, so this is something that we have definitely done before. As you step behind, your left foot moves at an angle. So this is another one of those times where this foot is moving like this and the other foot is just tapping. Okay, it's that thing again. We didn't want to be a lot of overlap here. Okay, we're going to do it here again, except the foot's going behind instead. Okay, like that. Okay, so if you need to take a minute to work that out, you can, but it's just the left foot is moving the heel in there and the right foot is just tapping behind. Okay, so we were here and we're just going to step, and then your foot's going to go again and you're going to just tap the head, and the foot's going to go again, and your left hand has come to the front and you're going to just slap the hands together. Okay, so here we are. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and for 4 you're just going to jump your feet all the way around to face the left. Okay, and your hands are going straight down. Boom, in the center, straight, and they should be in fists as well. Straight down like that. Okay, here we go. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how about we take that from the actual beginning, from this one. Okay, 3. So we were whoop, and we step down, and 3, 4. Baby, come on. dazzle, me, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the last move we're going to do here is we're going to just jump backwards. Sorry for the squeaking. We're going to just jump backwards, and as we do that, we're going to pop back a little bit. Okay, so when we're down, we're kind of arched forward, right? As you jump backwards, we're going to pop a little bit and re-arch, pop a little bit, arch again, and pop. Okay, so it's just like when we practice these, just like this from warm-up, except we're jumping. I know that looks silly, okay? The only way to make this look good is when you're in a big long row of people like they are, okay? When we do it like that, it looks fun. Okay, so it wouldn't be the first time we've made ourselves look silly for dance. Okay, so as we go, because the hands can't just stay here, the hands are going to, right arm first, come up, come up, come up, come up. And this has to like really come up to the chest. We don't want it just flopping about. It's in and in and in. Okay, like you've got a bottle of like Sprite or something in each hand and you're just like drinking from each bottle as you jump. Okay, it's coming all the way up that way. Okay, I don't want the elbows sticking out. It's straight up like that. Or maybe you're lifting weights, but then you punch yourself in the face with the weights. That's not a good idea. Okay, so let's give this a go. Okay, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all right. Let's take it back to the start of that section. So, baby, 3, 4, baby, come on, dazzle, me, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And get the hair flick in there as well. You're gonna get a little bit of a bop going on. All right, okay. I'm gonna get the music in just a second. But I know that all of this changing of legs can be quite difficult. So if you need some time to practice it, do. Like, you don't have to go straight into the music right now. If you want to run it a few more times, run it a few more times, okay? This is your video, it's your time. You do what you need to with it, okay? Now this is, again, we're gonna go 60, 70, 80. We're just gonna do from this section, okay? So it's not from the start, so you have the space to get this right, but just if you feel like something isn't quite in the right place, stop, go back over it, and then come back to the music again, okay? I'll still be here when you get back, all right? Let's do it. 3, 4.
Baby, come on, dazzle me.
Alright, let's do that one more time.
Baby, come on, dazzle me. Baby, come on, dazzle me.
Alright, let's do one more. 3, 4.
Baby, come on, dazzle me.
Okay.
Baby, come on, dazzle me.
Alright, do it again.
Baby, come on, dazzle me.
Alright, good job everybody. everybody. All right, we are now actually more than 3/4 of the way done. The next section is almost exactly the same. There's just a few little bits that are different. So we just finished hopping across the place like bunnies. Okay, now we're gonna go dazzle, dazzle, dazzle. Okay, so without the leg this time, just the hands. The girl who's doing it is actually stepping backwards, but we don't really have anywhere to go, nor do we need to go anywhere. That poor radiator gets enough beaten up as is. So I'm just gonna do these on the spot, but I might pop my hip just to give it some flair, you know, just some extra movement, so it's not just the hands moving without anything else. All right, so we pop down here, we were jumping, and we go dazzle, dazzle, dazzle. And for me, you're gonna lean forward like you're blowing a kiss, okay? Dazzle, dazzle, dazzle. Me. Okay, now you want to come back straight away after this, okay? Because we're going back into that thing again. Me. Okay, and then one more time, you're gonna go 1, and this is all the same, and it's all the same until here. Okay, and then there's another dazzle, dazzle, dazzle me, and this time you are gonna bring the leg up, but you're gonna be facing the side. So you have to lift the leg up, but twist your body to the front. Okay, I know this is a lot, okay? So we're doing the same thing, hip, 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 but your legs are facing like at least diagonal. If it's too much to twist the whole way for you, just add a diagonal, is fine. But your body needs to be facing the front. 1, 2, 3, and again, lean forward. So we're going la, 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 and pull back. La, la, and then just step back on the left foot and pull the hands back. And they go into the verse here. So as you pull back into a kind of a pretty pose that you can like fade out your video on if you're going to record a video for this, okay? Just shoo. Okay, nice pretty face. Okay, so let's go again from the first one of these, and let's just go through that section again so you get some extra practice on it in case the footing is still tricky. Okay, so we just did all our popping. 3, 4, dazzle, dazzle, dazzle. Me, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3. Leg up this time. Dazzle, 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 la, 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 la. All right. Okay, we're going to take it back to the very beginning, review everything from the beginning, and then we're going to get into our full run throughs. Okay, so start from the very beginning again. So our hands are at shoulder height, and they're going shoulder, hip, remember? And the hip is going to the left. Let's go. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And dazzle me, dazzle me. Whoop. 1, 2, 3. Swoop. 1, 2, 3. Kick, kick. Head, hips, chest, over and pop. 1, 2, 3, 4. And whoop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Baby, come on, dazzle me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Over, head, up, down, up, 2, 3, 4. Dazzle, dazzle, dazzle me. And 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, down, up, 2, 3, 4, and dazzle, 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 la, la, la. All right, guys, well done. So again, go over any of this video as many times as you need to. For now, we are going to move on. We're going to go 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. We're going to do them each one time, and you can do them as many times at each speed as you need to, okay? Let's go.
Baby, come on, dazzle me. dazzle. 자신 있다면 show me now what you got. 지금이 좋아. Dazzle, dazzle, dazzle. 해볼 거라면 안전한 것보다 모험이 좋아. Dazzle, dazzle, dazzle. 랄랄랄라. 것들을 pow, pow. 그 정도는 돼야 할 거야. Dazzle, dazzle. 놀라게 해가. Oh, I want it more. Yeah, dazzle me more. 감동시켜줘. 'Cause I want it more. Yeah, dazzle me more. Baby, come on, dazzle me. 자신 있다면 show me now what you got. 지금이 좋아. Dazzle, dazzle, dazzle. 해볼 거라면 안전한 것보다 모험이 좋아. Dazzle, dazzle, dazzle. 랄랄라.
Good job guys on getting through all of that. You guys are so awesome. Thank you so much for learning from me today. If you haven't checked out our other tutorials yet, do go and do that because we've got a whole bunch of them there for you guys to choose from. And I'll see you again soon.